This year in the NBA, the most dangerous team will be the Los Angeles Clippers. Now, look, we all know that Kawhi Leonard, Paul George, there's many concerns about health and how that will transition, especially into this season, but hopefully these two guys can stay healthy. And if they do stay healthy with the team that they have, there's no doubt in my mind that the Clippers are a legitimate threat to go all the way to the NBA Finals this season. We all know how good Kawhi Leonard is, and he's going to come back this year and just show us and prove to us once again how great of a player he is. And that same goes for Paul George. And Paul George had a really good year last year. But obviously, as we all know, injuries and health have really derailed the Clippers from really being a successful team over the span of these last, 3 years now since they've had Kawhi and PG. They did make it to the conference finals one year, but other than that, Kawhi didn't play. He was out for the next season. But now coming back, I believe that this team is going to be a legit team. And of course, we know they have John Wall. And John Wall, he looks rejuvenated even when he played the other night. He looks very, very happy and looking to take his game to the next level now with the Clippers. And this gives him an opportunity to play with some really great talent around him. This Clippers team has everything. They have obviously Kawhi Leonard, Paul George, great defenders, great offensive players, efficient players overall. You have John Wall, who's another great playmaker on this team, who can also provide offense, and he's growing as well as a shooter. But not only that, you have Norman Powell, who's another really solid player, great starting caliber player as well. You have Reggie Jackson, who's another great starting caliber player, who's going to be probably the sixth man on this team. A great presence to have, and he had a really good year last year in the Clippers. You have Zubac coming back. You have Terrence Mann, who's a solid player overall. You have Luke Kennard, who's a great shooter. You have Marcus Morris, Robert Covington, who was once one of the best defenders in the entire NBA. You have Nicholas Batum and a variety of other really great players on this team. And looking at that alone, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 guys right there who are extremely good level players and who can possibly, I wouldn't say 100%, but possibly be starting level players on many other NBA teams. And you have all those guys on this one Clippers team, making them, in my opinion, the deepest team in the entire NBA. They've been deep ever since they acquired Kawhi Leonard and Paul George on this team. And the owner, Steve Ballmer, he doesn't mind spending the money. The guy's a freaking billionaire, beyond billionaire. But let's be real. Coming into this season, we all know that the Warriors are still going to be a threat, even despite the issues and allegations with what they have going on right now. I believe they're still going to be a legitimate threat, but it's going to come down to either, in my opinion, personally in the Western Conference, it's going to be the Nuggets. I believe if they're healthy, then they can definitely be a contention. It's going to be the Warriors, and it's going to be the Clippers. I think, personally, to me, those are the teams that are going to be the hardest to compete against in the Western Conference. You have other great teams now, don't get me wrong. You have the Suns, they're going to be in that mix. But those teams, in my opinion, personally, the teams most of these teams, one thing they've had in common is injuries. They've all had injuries with all their players at some point, but they all come back rejuvenated. The Nuggets, they're going to come back this season rejuvenated. And that Kawhi Leonard and the Clippers are going to come back this season rejuvenated and ready to play. You have John Wall, who's coming in with a great mentality. Kawhi Leonard as well. And he's looking bigger and buffer, and he's looking a lot more sturdy to play, more games. I think that's going to help him when it comes to becoming a lot less injury prone in that way. But I believe that he's going to be in contention this season for possibly winning MVP. I don't know if the Clippers are going to go off and have, win like 60 plus games this season, but I wouldn't be surprised if they do have one of the best records coming into next season. Like I said, this is the most complete team in basketball. With the talent they have, the coaching they have, and Tyronn Lue, and we know how great of a coach he is, they're going to be a really, really tough team to compete against. But let's be real, the journey in the Western Conference, it's not going to be easy. We don't know yet still what the Lakers can possibly be. We don't really know many questions about many teams. Even this Clippers team, there's still a mystery on what could possibly happen. But I believe that they're going to come out next season and they're going to have an extremely good showing. We know already what these guys are capable of doing at the highest level, but it's really been a big what if because of the injuries. You know, it's always been injuries with these guys holding them back. And even without Kawhi, let's not forget, they made it to the conference finals. But with Kawhi, they can go even further. They can go to the NBA Finals. If Kawhi was in that series when they played against the Phoenix Suns, we know that the Clippers were going to the NBA Finals. We know that they would possibly win against that Milwaukee Bucks team. They would probably easily, not say easily, but they would beat them. So with these two guys healthy and coming back next season, hopefully we can see a full season of actual good play from them and injury-prone seasons. If the Clippers, that's really the key for them all. Really, let's be real. They have the talent. We all know that. But it's injuries. If Kawhi Leonard can stay healthy for an entire season and Paul George, there's no doubt in mind, this Clippers team, easily best team in basketball. But yeah, man, quick video, nothing crazy. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel for more video content every single week. Basketball content. I don't know why I said video content, but hey, have a great day. Peace.